TPN's been working with CES for 27 years on the Keynote stage.
There definitely is pressure because it is CES. CES is the biggest electronic show in the world.
There's just a palpable excitement.
There is a lot of expectations.
You have no idea what this sort of work takes. It takes an army of people.
This is a huge show. It has the world's attention.
It's a no-fail situation.
We just won't accept anything besides perfection.
CES is a canvas sprawling over 2.5 million net square feet. The Consumer Electronics Show is that canvas, boasting an unparalleled assembly of over 4,000 exhibitors, including more than 1,200 startups, drawing 130,000 people to the show. With 250 conference sessions and over 1,000 speakers, the dialogue on the future of technology is louder and more diverse than ever. With product launches, major announcements, and breakthroughs poised to address our planet's most pressing challenges, CES has once again demonstrated its pivotal role in shaping the future. For us, success is measured in the impact we create. After 27 years in partnership with CTA, our mission remains clear. That's to elevate each year's show beyond expectations, setting new standards in the world of event production.
We had 6 clients that we got to partner with across 3 venues down in Las Vegas. Our primary client, of course, being CTA. We worked with them to produce the base package for all the keynotes that took place, as well as producing the entire digital experience across the whole event. We also partnered with BTC on the LG press conference. And then we had these amazing brands on stage at the keynotes where we worked with L'Oreal, Walmart, Siemens. We partnered with Cheel on the HD Hyundai keynote. Producing an event like this for TPN is huge. It is one of the things that we all look forward to every year because of the scale. There's a lot of pressure for CTA to pull that off, and all the brands that we represent, it's a big shining moment for them, which means that we have to have that exact same expectation on our side since we're the ones responsible for producing that. So it is game on for us as a company.
Our approach was that we would treat the space as a repertory theater, or in today's terms, more festival format, where you've got multiple headliners who are using one stage, and the intent of the stage is to make all of the headliners look as good as possible. CES typically happens in the first or second week of January. We're on the ground in Las Vegas sometimes on or before Christmas Day. The load-in begins, we build the room out from the rigging to the staging, the lights and the LED. We start seeing clients roll in with their content, with their staging, sometimes with their scenic, with their demonstration properties, and then we make sure everything works. We work to align their visions to make sure that we have one palette that they can all paint from, that they can choose their own creative and look as individual as possible, yet still working within the constraints of a single package. It is a bit of a juggling act.
We are all here to deliver the best show possible. We'll work with you all the way up to the minute that you walk on stage to make sure that we're delivering exactly what you want to put out to the world. For HD Hyundai, the things that really stuck out was their content and bringing their content over and on board, getting things looked at ahead of time. So when they showed up on site, things were really ready to go. Time is so valuable, we didn't want to waste any of that time.
Timing is a huge thing, right? All the entities needing to coexist together, it makes it really challenging sometimes to get everyone to align when you need them to align. There's a lot of different vendors and there's a lot of different in-house companies. It can get very complicated. It's tricky, it makes it even more tricky trying to manage all of those people. The biggest thing is communication. Communication within your team, communication with your client, your vendors. You really need to define and maintain expectations.
Having the clearest expectations possible for all groups when they walk in helps us keep everybody else on track. Specifically with CES, there's so many different cultures. You're speaking to executives, vendors, crew, and then at the end of the day, you're speaking to presenters. So it's a lot of different tones and challenges with respect to who you're approaching and how you're approaching them. One of the hardest parts of this experience is limited resources and conflicting needs. Things can go sideways really quickly. A little shift can have a really big ripple. An experience like this takes a perfect marriage of creative design and technical execution. So being able to integrate all of those different elements is tough.
We put our best people in place who have tons of experience with this. So they're able to come in and use that expertise and guide our clients and make sure that they're taken care of. So L'Oreal was a really exciting client for us to bring on this year. Not only are they a very well-established beauty brand, they were the first beauty brand to step on stage at CES as an emerging tech company.
So this was a huge year for this brand to be at CES. When we started talking with L'Oreal, we knew that they wanted to go big or go home. So we wanted to bring in extra lights, lasers, haze. We wanted to make sure that that LED screen was as big as possible, but still worked with the nuances of their brand. So how do we marry what's physically possible and bringing that creative vision to life? The team at L'Oreal and the team at Fenneman really took their time to make sure that everything was completely brand aligned. Their team were perfectionists and our team were perfectionists, and it was like, it has to be, we just won't accept anything besides perfection. And that was the caliber that we all had to stay at consistently for the 6 months going into this show. This show is going to be the most stunning show I've ever seen.
It's such a privilege to be addressing you here today. We believe that beauty will move the world and that the future can be beautiful.
So this was our first year as one company since merging with EVIA, which was really exciting because it provided us the opportunity to provide solutions for both the remote and the in-person audiences.
What we're doing here is we are broadcasting out many of the different things that are happening at CES across a couple different venues out to 4 different main broadcast channels. So for the attendees view, they're looking at 4 different channels that they're able to click through and swap between the whole day. We are broadcasting from the convention center here from 3 different locations. We're in a couple of the halls here. We're also broadcasting from the ARIA, and we're also broadcasting from the Venetian. On top of making sure that those sessions are airing when they're supposed to, we're also including the rest of the interstitial content, the interviews, the packages, the daily shows, all those things. We're folding those all into 4 clean streams for CES that run for the entirety of the conference. When we're preparing for really big shows like CES here, we want all of our stress to be exclusively in pre-production. Organization is probably the #1 thing that we focus on.
There's a lot of people involved because there's so many different parties, but a lot of what we did was working with the AV vendors to make sure we knew exactly what feeds that we needed, diagrams for what the tech table location was, and understanding their schedule so we know that we can come in behind them, knowing what rooms are going to be set when. So when challenges do come up on site, we always come together and collaborate and kind of just talk through the different ideas, because what's great about our team and our experience is that people come from all different areas, whether it be live production, live streaming in different areas. We're all able to just really work through it and come to a really good solution that benefits not only us, but the customer and the clients.
So one of the benefits that we have working with a customer like CTA year over year is we get that amazing time after an event to really collaborate and talk about what can we do better next time? And even more specifically, the best question being, how can we improve the overall experience for your attendees?
A new service that CTA added to CES this year was in-room captions. These captions are actually generated by AI. And this is a huge add to this event. I think just about every country and language is represented here. And so there's a lot of people that speak English as a second language. I think it shows an investment in your audience. It sets a standard that you value accessibility, you value diversity, and you are investing in solutions that bring people together. I really do believe that we are a group of people that love to be of service. You know, we're making an impact.
This event is like the epitome of events. I mean, this is what you want as an event professional.
It's the faces of the attendees, the conversations that are sparked. It's the lasting partnerships.
Everybody's excited. It's very fun, and we're happy to be here.
I love looking back, and I can say with confidence, we did everything we could right, and we delivered for our client or our customer. And that's almost always what motivates me.
We're helping people tell their stories in the best way possible, and we're getting their stories to the widest audience that can be achieved.